Hi, this is Lisbeth, and this is my tip of the week. So this week, I want to talk a little bit about how dogs learn. We know that they learn when we are training them, practically learning things. So we're very concerned about how we train dogs, how we train recall, uh, walking on loose leash, these kind of practical behaviors. But I also want to remind you that dogs are learning by observing as well, which is an important part of their learning. So dogs, they learn by observing us humans, and of course, they learn by observing and being with other dogs. I have included in this email a link to a very interesting article about different ways of social learning that dogs are doing, which is important for us to know about. So I want to take a moment and challenge you a little bit on something, and that is to actually let your dog observe more. So if you're out and about with your dog and your dog stops and either just stands still or sitting down, observing things that are happening in the environment, let him observe. Let him observe other dogs, other animals, any kind of animals and humans. We also need to know that dogs learn not only good behavior, but also bad behavior from observing. So if they are observing other dogs' bad behavior, it's very likely that your dog will learn something from it. So that's another good reason why you should find only good behaved friends, dog friends for your dog, because you want your dog to be well behaved and a social dog, not a bully dog or anything like that. So that's why you should always pick the friends that are behaving well, because they learn by being with them, by being social with dogs. So an important part of dogs being with other dogs is, accept the obvious, which is socializing, being, and the pleasure and enjoyment of being with other dogs. But it's also important for the learning on how to handle different situations in the environment, for example. So read the article that I've included and take a moment to see if you can help enhance your dog's learning abilities by letting him or her observe more of what others are doing. Also, I want to add that dogs are learning by associating things. So they learn by association. So they can also associate sounds and smells and whatever is happening in the environment with a particular behavior. So if your dog was scared this New Year's Eve because of the sounds, the same kind of sounds can provoke the same behavior in your dog. But that's also something that we can use to the positive. So if your dog has a positive experience when they hear or see or experience something that they feel a bit negative or fearful, if we pair that up with something that is positive, a positive feeling of something good, then we can actually reverse that feeling, that behavior, from being scared to being less scared or not care about things, that used to make them more fearful before. But that's a whole big, very big topic. What I wanted this week is to challenge you a little bit of letting your dog actually observe what's going on in the environment and observe you and observe other dogs. When they stand still or sit down and look, it's for a reason. So let them. Have a very nice weekend.